This video right here is about San Francisco rap legend Cougnut. But first, I need everybody to please hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe if you ain't subscribed to my channel. This is Made Media Magazine. Now, first off, man, R.I.P. Cougnut, you know what I'm saying? I knew him personally, you know. Hey, man, one of the greatest to come up out of the city, you know, San Francisco, man. You know, what I remember about him, man, my uncle, you know what I mean? My auntie used to live on Orizaba in Lakeview, you know. Cougnut lived right around the corner from my auntie house, you know. Cougnut and my uncle QT, man, was good friends, you know. My uncle used to always walk me around the corner, you know, to Cougnut house, you know. We either sitting on the steps or, you know, we up in there, man. And, you know, I ain't know the impact he had on San Francisco rap back then because I was so young, you know, I was young. But I remember Cougnut, man, you know, always had a 40 ounce in his hand, you know. He used to play us, you know, some of his music. And man, Cougnut, man, was hard, you know. Cougnut was hard, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you know, and then, you know, he was friends with Tupac, you know. It was rumors, you know. I don't believe in rumors, I believe it was true, you know. Tupac was gonna get him signed to Death Row Records, you know, right before Cougnut passed, man. Cougnut passed, I remember that day, the day he passed, you know what I'm saying? I was on 3rd Street with my cousin, you know, my cousin Joe. And, you know, I think we was coming up out the barber college, you know. There was a barber college on 3rd, like, I think what, 3rd and Palou or something? Around there, yeah. It used to be a barber college right there. And back then I had braids. I used to go there to get my hair braided by this female who used to work up in the back. But yeah, man, you know, came out the barber college and, you know, motherfuckers all around slapping Cougnut, motherfuckers getting out the car, talking about it, motherfuckers crying about it, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, when Cougnut passed, man, it shook the whole city up, you know what I'm saying? It reminded me like, you know, man, it reminded me like when Mr. C passed, you know, the whole city was like, damn, you know, especially Cougnut, you know what I mean? Like, you know, people like, you know, I'm not trying to compare it like as far as but he was like the Tupac of the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? Our Tupac, you know, for our city, you know what I'm saying? Man, you know, scandalous, you know what I'm saying? Jealousy, you know what I'm saying? And you know, everything else, man. He was part of the group IMP, Ill-Mannered Players, you know, him, D-Fresh, and you know, C-Fresh, D-Fresh, C-Fresh, one of them, man. I think it's C-Fresh, man. Apologize about that. You know, Selsky, you know what I'm saying? The homie Baldhead Rick, man. R.I.P. to Baldhead Rick. Swoop G, R.I.P. to Swoop G, he was dope. R.I.P. to Killer Keith, he was dope, man. But man, Cougnut was the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Cougnut was the nigga. You know, he Ill-Mannered Players, I think they dropped like 2 or 3 albums, you know what I'm saying, which were all classics. But Cougnut, you know, he did a lot of features, you know what I'm saying, on a lot of compilations, a lot of people albums, man. And every time Cougnut, you know, jumped on somebody's track or anything, man, you know, he just turned it up, you know what I'm saying? Cougnut had that delivery, he had that raspy ass deep voice, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cougnut was dope, man. And then especially when Pac passed away, Cougnut was riding for Pac, man. You know what I'm saying? Cougnut was riding for Pac. He, you know, he dissing the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how we all felt, you know what I'm saying? When Pac died, that's how we all felt, man. I know in Fillmore in my block, man, you know, when Pac died, nigga, you couldn't even come walking around playing no bad boy shit. Niggas didn't want to hear that shit. Niggas tell you, turn that shit off, nigga, or niggas will take your radio from you or break that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Cougnut, when he passed, man, it was sad, man. And, you know, it was even like, you know, before the full story got out, you know, I don't even believe the full story got out, because even the news had it wrong. You know, it was a car crash. The car flipped over. You know, I believe, you know, from what I heard from people that know Cougnut, man, is that, you know, they went fishing. You know, Cougnut loved to fish, so they went fishing, and you know, Cougnut liked to drink. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is from what I was told. I don't know how true it is, but you know, he was intoxicated. He was drunk. I think he fell asleep behind the wheel. The wheel veered off. You know, it veered off. He tried to correct it, ended up flipping the car, man. And him and another rapper, I believe named D-Mac, passed away, you know, in that car crash, man. Another dude survived because he wore a seatbelt, you know what I mean? And when it first happened, people was blaming, you know, I think people was blaming the survivor, you know what I'm saying? And they was, you know, saying, you know, like basically like it was some foul play involved, you know. Do I believe it was foul play? I don't believe it was foul play, but I don't know. I wasn't there, you know. I'm just going off from what I was heard. I was young at the time too, but yeah, man, you know, man, Cougnut, man, you know, when that crash happened, man, we lost a legend, man. We lost, you know, one of our top rappers from the city, you know. It's been mad years, man. Cougnut still spoke upon today, man. People still slap his music, you know, and everything, man. You know, people was waiting for that album, you know. I believe like before he passed, man, he was supposed to drop Scandalous 2K, you know, an album. We've been waiting on that, you know. People been teasing, like, you know, that they'll put it out and everything, but nothing ever happened. It never came out, man. So, you know, but besides that, you know, man, Cougnut left us here with a lot of gems, a lot of dope music, you know, like Thug Thing, gotta do my Thug Thing, you know, all that, man. Yeah, man, R.I.P. to Cougnut, you know what I'm saying? And his daughter right now is carrying on his musical legacy, you know what I mean? She go by Alien Cat, you know what I'm saying? Alien Cat, she got her own style, you know, her visuals be on point, different from everybody else, man. She dope, you know what I'm saying? Carrying on her father's legacy. And I remember her, she was a baby, you know what I'm saying, when I remember her, man. So, you know, keep doing your thing, Alien Mac Kitty, you know what I mean? Much love to you. You know, condolences, you know, for your pops, man. And, you know, your pops was a legend, man. You know what I'm saying? A legend, for sure. Cougar Rebel, you know, RIP. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Please hit that like, share this video, and subscribe if you ain't subscribed to my channel. Hey, and think about this. What if Cougnut signed to Death Row Records, man? That would have been vicious. Man, y'all think about that. But yeah, don't forget, hit that like button, man. If you think Cougnut was a dope artist, man, you know, you have love for Cougnut, man, hit that like button and let me know in the comments, man. You know, if you had any personal experiences with Cougnut, what songs you like, you know, and all that, man. You know, run this up, share this video, subscribe to my channel, This Made Media Magazine. Shout out to Trenches News. Make sure you get the hottest book out right now, How I Survived Chicago Drill. Directly from Swiper on IG or Nini Marie 37. If you get it directly from them, you get an autographed copy. Always get on Amazon.com, but make sure you get the hottest book out right now, Trenches News, How I Survived Chicago Drill. Shout out to the Mod Squad. I'm out.
Support me. Make sure you go ahead, Nini Marie 37 in her inbox if you want a signed copy of my book, man.